Ryan Lineham, before this week ever got started, you had a lot of questions on your mind going into this race, between having a new car with the 09 enter the field, then having to change engines and shocks before the car ever hit the track. Were there any doubts in your mind before this race got going?
You have no idea. Like I said in the on-track interview, this is probably the best win of my career, probably because of the doubts coming into tonight. New shocks, new motor. We had problems in practice, and going out there for the feature, we were kind of not sure what to expect, but we have a good program. Car works well. The motor worked well, but the doubts, going into this week was probably more suspense than any other 5 years.
And that was probably one of the most hairy races I've seen in a while out of the street stocks when it came to cautions and big wrecks. And you had to go through a few of those just to have a chance at getting to the lead.
Yeah, there's luck involved in racing, and tonight we were in the right spot at the right time multiple times. Seemed like the wrecks happened in front of us, and we were able to avoid them. And at the end of the race, it was just a matter of one move, and then it was smooth sailing from there. But yeah, you got to avoid the wrecks. In order to win the race, you got to finish the race. And this division's tough. There's a lot of fast cars, a lot of close competition. Tonight just paid off, being patient, no outside groove, just riding around and avoiding the wrecks.
You like running that outside groove, not having that as an option and having the motor skip at the end. How troubling was that, just to have some options taken away?
Very much so. I had no expectations of winning the race going into it. I would say, top 10 was a goal. Starting 14. Top 5 would have been a bonus. Winning the race was totally unexpected. Not being able to run the outside with the motor skipping was on my mind constantly. Fortunately, at all the restarts, we were on the inside, and like I said, everything happened in front of us. The leader made a mistake and gave up the inside, and we were able to capitalize. And tonight, taking over the points lead is the first time we've led the points in our career, so pretty excited.
This late in the year to have that points lead, the 40 car won last week, you win this week. What's your outlook going through the rest of the season now?
Nothing crazy. Points racing. Go out there and do what we've been doing, and get good finishes, maintain the car, and keep it in one piece.
An interesting thing, when you make changes, you don't know how they're going to affect the car, but you said the car drove better tonight?
Yeah, I wasn't really worried about the handling of the car. The track made a decision last week that they went to a shock rule. Only certain shocks were allowed, and mine was not on that list, so we had to buy new shocks. And the car works. These shocks actually helped the handling of the car, is what it seems. So I'm pretty excited moving forward for the last 5 races. I think the car is more stable, and if we get to skip out of the motor, we'll be doing some things.
Any idea what caused that, or just have to take a look at it?
Have to take a look at it. Don't know yet. That's the engine department, and we'll go back to the basics and come back next week.
And who are some of the sponsors and crew that get to help get the 19 car to victory lane tonight?
Finest Racing Engines, Impact Collision, EMI, and the crew. My father, my brother, Justin, Mellon, David. There's a lot of crew guys on Saturdays. The guys during the week, that's a different story, but these guys do a good job.
What would it mean to you to win the track championship here, if you're able to hold on to this?
Well, I don't want to jinx myself, so I'm not even going to say